Welcome back to the show. You missed us for 1 week, but we're back. It's me, Azreen, and I am joined with
Ah Kit.
And we are changing our slogan today a bit.
We are not changing the slogan. Actually, we are simplifying our slogan.
Simplify
our slogan. It's too long already. Our slogan.
So the new slogan is, this is the...
Every time,
Is it one person say that this is the Teh Tarik Hour or two people?
This is the Teh Tarik Hour.
And we are Malaysians. Okay. Can. We workshopping. We are workshopping this new intro.
Actually, we've just shorter the intro, but to don't know why
become longer. Trying, we don't know yet. So, welcome back, Ah Kit, after 1 week being sick.
Yeah, I'll be sick again because the stomach cramp again in the last Saturday.
We need to be more careful, man. Like, I think we are more likely to get sick nowadays.
No, I think it's my engine, my part all is old already.
Your thing is your body inside is a problem. I keep getting fever, flu.
Because the age is already there. I can say.
Damn, bro, don't need to say like that one.
No matter how still we enjoy our life and enjoy what we are doing
Yeah, but today's topic not very, I would say, enjoyable It's more surprisingly quite serious coming from you Today's topic, as you told me, is you want to talk about LGBT.
Yes, LGBT. I think some ones and some guys in our audience you don't know what is LGBT.
LGBT. It's quite confusing for people. People know the LG Not the LG TV show, LG company, not the technology company. LG is lesbian and gay. People know that one for sure.
BT,
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
LG Bluetooth.
LG Bluetooth. Oh.
So
BT is bisexuals and transgender.
Transgender. But there's actually a bigger word for that If we're going to the deep dive is. The more formal one that includes everyone is LGBTQIA. And then there's a plus also. Like iPhone Plus.
But it's very common people in saying in the outside, the outside our
LGBT.
LGBTs.
I mean in Asia itself, I think LGBT. In Western area is include LGBTQ.
LGBTQ, yeah.
But if we are to explain all is lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered, queer, which is basically not a word to say gay but they want to take back the word to make it more nicer Because last time queer is like insult last time. So queer, LGBTQ, intersex, which is basically people who don't really fall on the spectrum of either gay or lesbian. This is something like pansexual,
yes,
or something like that And then asexual, which is someone who is not interested in sex at all. But they can still identify as either male or female or something like that. They're just not interested in sex So that's LGBTQIA. Plus, usually it can be like other things like non-binary people who don't identify with any sex or anything like that. So there can be multiple levels there
Then we call it soul love, is it?
So
we are love the soul, no matter what is the sexuality you are, what's the gender you are, because the people is calling love, right?
So deep, I mean, there's so many. I personally learned about this. There's so many. There's like gender fluid people also, but like non-binary, all these kind of things.
Azreen, you know why we have come up this? We want to talk
Actually,
this topic.
Yes. So please explain to us why suddenly? Because usually we would try to talk about stupid things.
Actually, this LGBT, I no have any idea before we start this record because one is my boys, my boys he told me they got this kind of thing. Then I do some research from there. So. And then this one also remind me I working in one agency before. Is one talented guy. He also is a copywriter. He very talented. But in the end, because I think it's the company or I don't know what happens then he suicide. Because this is very, because his life is different from us. Then he choose to suicide. This is not worth it because the end of his life. So
he committed suicide.
Yeah, because it's come to suicide. So that time I think it's about 27 and 28 the times his life So I think it's not worth it lah, because the
I mean,
we have to concern more about this group of people.
historically, people who are LGBTQ, especially for men who are gay, are always oppressed and then looked down
depressed,
upon, and
yes.
very they have a hard life lah. If they live in a country like Malaysia or in Southeast Asia in general lah, basically because we are much more strict against gay people lah.
Yeah, because with every time like it's a usual conversations lah. If like say you ask my friends hey, after work where you going this kind of very general talking, say after work I go to Pakto with my girlfriend, and say some people I say I nothing, I go back home. Seriously, he got something to do, but he's
afraid to tell this thing.
He afraid to
because
sharing.
you can imagine if during that time lah, like even not say like 10 years ago lah, even 5 years ago considering lah, if you suddenly say, oh, I'm gonna go and see my boyfriend as a man you will definitely, people will look you wrong way.
What's wrong with you? I mean, I think 20 years back or 30 years back
that was even worse lah.
Even worse lah. You can see going for looking your boyfriend or girlfriend. I mean, it's a same sexual. I mean, same sex. Same gender lah. So how come you do this kind of thing? You don't have any moral.
You are a sick person.
You are moral. Moral perspective, you know. Yeah. You if you don't have moral, maybe you're in religion's restriction.
People originally that's how it's perceived, and unfortunately in certain parts of Malaysia it's still ongoing lah. But okay, so you are coming from a personal experience of why suddenly you
bring up this topic and then do a small discussions.
But what was your opinion and your views of LGBT before this? Like, what is your views before that lah? Like, when people talk to you about this, are you like afraid, or is this like you disgusted, or?
I don't feel the gay people or this group of people are disgusted. One thing is they are human. Seriously, they are humans. We are pay respect. Each people's they are different. Their only is different. Maybe they are different. Choose their partners or soulmate. They are not different. Like I eat shit. I eat some other things. This not no different. We are eat the same nasi lemak and nasi only.
Yeah, but there are some people who think like that lah. Like they see if you're gay it's like having sex with animal one kind of like that.
But because if let's say you choose a partner, we are usual peoples lah. You choose for like you go for go for hawk chick you are very good people you think this kind of people is good people, but they are choosing is I love someone in same gender with me. Why you think me is a very wrong people?
I mean,
this is my perspective lah.
You have no hatred lah towards them. It's not particularly that you understand, or would you say that you understand how their choice or something like that, or is it just like I respect, that's your choice, nothing to do with me, I don't care lor? Is that kind of approach? Is it?
I treat them as a usual humans, usual people.
Just normal person lah.
Normal person lah.
With just a different taste, basically.
Yes. I just like some kind of like, I like drink tea, you like drink coffee. It's some kind of like just a different
preference
taste.
lah.
Yeah, preference only.
And if you're surrounded by people who are this kind of thing, how do you feel? Or if like someone said to you like, oh, you support this, you're gay, is it? And how do you feel like people when they say this kind of things to you?
Okay, one thing I cannot say I fully support. We are not say support. We are pay respect. Okay. We are pay respect for the people who are in this group. Okay, and then I think this one is a right to the people who are living in this earth to have their own thing also, their own partner also. I believe it's not just a very simple marriage. You get a certificate of marriage, then you have the proper life, then go for the furthers, and then go for your end of your life. This is not the proper way of humans. But for humans, we have a soulmate. Even the same sex with you, but they give you the same support or different things lah. It's make you happy to living in this earth. That I feel you feel is better. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Then we are pay respect for this group of people.
You basically just give respect them, treat them like a normal human being lah.
Yes.
I understand that kind of perspective.
But I know the moral and then the religions lah.
There. I mean, because that's been ingrained. It's like the programming since you were born, that's the problem.
Yes.
And that's where I would come in my perspective. Is like when I was younger, I will admit I was stupid. I don't know much, and I did not like gay people or lesbian or this because it was taught to me to hate them, because the religion I was grew up in, it says that people who are like this are terrible people, immoral people, evil people for do this kind of thing. So that means we don't look at them as human. And when someone say that to you, or you look like you gay, all this thing, it's angry to me, because like, it's like an insult, lor. Because I consider gay people as lower than normal human being when I was younger, and I'll admit to that kind of thinking when I was younger, lah. But as I grew up, I realized it just comes out of stupidity, because I don't understand their perspective. And once I get to know some people who are gay, bisexual, all this pansexual, and I understand that they don't really care about us at all. They just want to live life like normal people. The problem is nowadays society want to punish them for just being themselves. And then I learned to accept them as like normal human being that deserve rights, equal treatment, equal rights, just like we as, not gay people, lor. So as I grow older, I become much more advocate and much more supportive. You say respect, but I personally say I would support LGBTQ movement, because unless they are given the same rights and same like treatment like us, then we cannot say like, we just respect. They need to be
Understood.
allowed space in this society like we do, ma. Like the whole thing with the Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear, the movie, it got banned in Malaysia, ma.
Oh, really?
Because they got a same-sex couple there. How can we expect to treat them like human when we can't even allow that kind of thing here, man? And the scene, is just them, the same-sex couple, just like kiss, like normal you kiss your wife like that. Not like have sex like that one. It's a Disney movie, ma. And already people ban because they say, it's corrupting the youth. Like that kind of thing.
Okay.
So this kind of misinformation, miseducation about LGBTQ, I think it's like the reason why we need to at least support LGBTQ presence and normalization. Make it more normal for people to understand that there are people like this, lor. And not to say like, if your children become LGBTQ, then you need to train them back to normal way. What is normal nowadays, man?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as like the normal way. This is the new way already, ma. We need to understand like all this time people just have these feelings born with them. It's not like someone teach them like that, ma.
Yeah, correct.
So yeah, I personally have strong support, strong advocacy for LGBTQ.
Before I start this, this topic lah, these conversations lah, I thought Azreen will be saying, I don't want this. You'll be more reject on this thing,
To be honest,
as for me, I'm not. Just now I also shocked because you are support, and I say I also put in very conservative.
I understand. That's why I don't want to talk about it, because I can be very radical in terms of my perspective in this support of this kind of thing, and people can be scared sometimes. So that's why we don't want to talk about this, because in society, when you have that kind of radical view, then people will scare of you one, because they don't want to accept or they want to be open-minded to see that perspective. Like it took me a while to understand the perspective of a gay man and the tough times they need to go through, the depression, the high suicide rates, and all this thing. Because we as a society decided that they as a gay man is wrong. Or we put all these stories, you go to the gym, the gay man will rape you. Like,
you
don't have, man?
You don't have any. First thing you have to, the very initials you have to respect first. As long as one thing is you are not going to support, but you respect the people.
Respect is one thing. I think the more important is empathy. You understand how they feel. Respect is one thing, but to understand how they feel being, like the recent case in the Rex KL, the LGBT trans people having a party in a private space, then the police come in and raid them and jail them because for being like that. That kind of like unethical treatment makes them look like less than human, ma. And we need to not have that kind of approach towards LGBTQ community, lah. That's why I can be very strong feelings about it, lah. And I understand, like, when I come off like that, it comes like too aggressive, lor. So that's why I don't try to talk this topic outwards too much lah. Unless I'm aware that that person is able to conversation with me lah, which is not easy, especially in where we are.
I think because because the society also makes the gay people or the lesbian people, they are not there to talk. They are not there to talk. I'm a gay. I'm a lesbian. They are not there to talk out.
Of course,
because there's the society to constrain them.
There's punishment for that, ma. Especially in Malaysia, like for men, if you're gay, or you die, man. You cannot say that out loud, lah. I mean, in urban areas like KL, you can get away with it, lah. But if you were somewhere like more conservative, like Kelantan, like you know, Terengganu, all this thing, you think you will survive, man?
But how come I'm very curious. How come I'm gay lah? Okay, examples. Actually, I'm not gay.
Example.
Let's say I'm gay. I got one partner. This is my soulmate. So I can't find enough, ma. I got one partner, but I don't say any religions, but I got few wives. This is called loyalty. I because I loyal with someone. This is the man. I loyal with him or loyal, with her. Because this one is I think it's a partner is some kind like this. This is my this is my opinions lah. I got this. What do we call that? The very close kind of mindset, and then the everything. So this is my soulmate. Okay, then they're only the same sex, ma. But I got a feel for that one. Is just for.
I can tell you. Well, I mean, originally the purpose for that is because like you have supposedly based on the teaching is that when you have more than one wife, it's either to help the person lah. Because back in the day, if you are a woman, it's not easy to survive, ma. Men make more, men can earn more, and men can support more. So that's why it's like, okay, if you are a man and you can afford to have more than one wife, you do so in the idea that you want to provide them a better life lah. Of course, nowadays it's abused to the fact of like, I can have one wife, why not? So I can have more choices. It's warped already lah. But apparently the original intent is to help people lah. That's a lot of the things why that all these things happen lah. The intent of like from where the religion come from it's supposed to be a good thing, but nowadays it's been twisted a bit lah. That's the problem. So yes, I mean, and I can understand like you, even though you're same sex, you choose one person. There is a loyalty. Those are good like behavior.
Loyalty and love.
And honesty to one person. And there is a good character, ma. But as soon as it's the same sex, all is gone already.
Yes, same sex. That one is a punishment already.
That one point, so bigger to eliminate everything or the good about you. But it's so funny, man, like to think like that. Like just because you love the same sex, you are considered as bad as like, I don't know, a murderer or rapist like that one. That's how some people who are more traditional, more conservative, who are afraid of these changes and these perspective will view that lah. Because
but currently we are still in the LG, you know. What is it LG only?
LGBT. But this is the thing. People don't accept bisexual as a real thing, ma. You know why? Because how can you like both sides? Impossible, ma.
Both sides, okay. Both sides
cannot be. You're just confused only.
Both sides, because I no matter you are the good person, no matter is what gender, because feel like I love someone is not because his gender. This is the bisexual. It's not the gender issues. It's because these persons are good persons. Even he is same gender with me, I got a good feeling. It's some kind of love with some girls. Or this girl is very good looking or internal. It's internal things.
No. That's different really. Bisexual is still physical attraction.
Physical
attraction, yes. You still attracted to a person physically.
Not internal?
Internal, of course, internal as well lah.
Internal
but if you're speaking about internal, you're already teetering on pansexual, which is pansexual is about attracting towards emotional intelligence, all this thing, which is non-physical characteristic lah, in that sense. So bisexual is still there's a physical attraction on top of the emotional and all this thing lah. But people don't take that as a real thing lah, because like you just want to play both sides. Because when you think of like that, and you think in this like rigid or really strict thinking, then when you go to trans people, then it become confusing. Let's say you are a man, then change to a woman, so you're a trans woman, but you still prefer women. So are you gay? Or are you straight? Or what?
This is
Then
very
you
hard
consider
definition.
that's because we still think of it like, oh, because he originally is a man, then he changed to this, and then it's like that, right? But for me, it's simple. When that man changed to a woman, then she's a woman already. So if she likes other women, she's gay. Even though she's a trans woman, lah. So people, I saw a while on social media, it's like, oh, this guy, he become a woman, but he still like women. So is he straight or is he gay? It's like this kind of question is like, why do you care so much, man? Let them like whatever they like, lah.
Yeah, of course.
At the end of the day, why do you care? Sometimes I really wonder, like, why do you want to know so much about these things, man? Like, to me, as long as they have like proper rights, proper access to like things, like
Yes.
sometimes if you're gay, people don't allow you to eat in their place or all this thing like that.
Got meh?
In the US lah, in Malaysia, maybe got lah.
But how the differentiates? You are gay or what? Even gay lah. I come in your restaurant, I just have a dinner or have a meal. Why you rejected me? This is what the concern issues.
It's not in line with your belief, ma. It's like that, lor. Sometimes, like in the US case, is that this gay couple, want to make a wedding cake. Then the owner says, I don't believe in gay, so I won't treat you. Like that one. I mean, in some ways, yes, he has every right to reject customer, lah. But to reject based on the fact that they're gay is like, I don't know, man. It's a bit too much, lah. So yeah, I mean, wow, we talk quite a bit already in terms of almost half an hour already.
Half an hour? Serious?
I mean, we can explore more in terms of what it means to be gay in LGBTQ community in Malaysia, lah. We'll do that in the second part, but let's continue on our perspective in our experiences and histories with LGBT, lah. Like, you personally, do you have a lot of friends or do you know a lot of people who are LGBT?
I got few friends. In gay and lesbian lah. But if let's say for transsexual also got, lady boy lah. Transgender lah. You know who is a very famous transgender in Malaysia? Our respect one.
Sajat ah.
No, it's our industry. It's advertising industry.
Yasmin.
Yasmin, yes.
Is that true? I actually don't know one.
Yasmin, yes, it's true. I met her in one time, but I don't know. But she is a lady already lah.
I thought that she had children.
Yeah,
Adopted, is it?
Adopted. But she is a talented, the directors or creative director in Malaysia.
I mean, I've heard the stories that
it's not say same things lah. Not say gay or this group of people is bad people, is not talent people. This group of people in case study is more than 5 to 10%. I think in Malaysia also same lah. 5 to 10% is this group of people in Malaysia. They are inside Malaysia, but in this group of people also got a lot of like us is a talent people who are contribute in the society. Yeah,
but they won't get recognition as soon as they find out you have this thing. I think like Yasmin Ahmad also had a tough time being recognized by the Malaysian people as a amazing creative because of who she was lah, basically as a trans woman like that.
We are look for the people. We work for some people. We are not look for the gender, man.
I mean, we have worked with like remember from our there was the director.
Yeah. You want die?
I mean, he was gay, right? I mean, he is gay.
I think so. Apparently lah.
I mean, it's to me it has that vibe lah, that kind of feeling lah. Of course, back then I was still a bit like conservative lah, so I was a bit uncomfortable lah.
You're uncomfortable.
Back then, because I worried, oh, this guy has something wrong there, is it? But after I got,
This is gay. Your tai go.
I thought he's married, man.
You married? Okay.
Why?
I don't know. I just simply say.
Hey, don't say.
The cover, the front one.
Don't simply say, ayo. I mean, in creative industries, there's more people who are openly.
Yeah, it's more open-minded lah. I can say it's an open mind. I mean, this is not the one thing. Is not the so. It's just not. I just love someone. It's not the shame things, but I believe that people is this kind of mindset lah.
Do you believe when we were working during the creative industry, like the people there are much more open and more receptive to this kind of lifestyle?
I think they're more accepted compared with the other industry lah.
I mean, for sure.
Yeah, because
you say like
your creativity people creative we are think out. I mean, creative people is I think different lah.
And then people misunderstand it's like only gay people can be creative people can be gay people.
Seriously, a lot of in this creative and design industry.
Yeah. But I think it's more because like since that market is more open to this kind of like behavior, then a lot of more gay people are going towards that. Even though like maybe this person enjoy doing oil engineering, but the engineering they're not really accepting of gay people, so they go to creative side or like that.
I don't know.
It's like we don't really know the reason, man.
Any idea? Because the creativity is we need a lot of brand juice, ma. All the people is going there. I mean, different people got different tastes. Even some, I can say lah. It's just like a music lah. Different people do a different music, ma.
I mean, yeah, it's all about preference in the end, right? But it's more I'm talking about like acceptance within this area, lor. Because when I work in like M-Bank, I don't think I will ever see a anyone.
You're not there to voice out I'm gay also, ma.
I mean, there were people who act. You say, oh, this one look like very soft one, do like this one. But then turns out he has a wife or something like that.
This is bi. How you know?
I don't know.
Tonight, we go and watch movie. TV.
Last time, if I was younger, I would say, wait, go away, don't come near me. Nowadays, since I'm more confident in my sexuality, I will be like,
no,
if you treat me, it's okay. I don't mind.
Seriously, you got a friends is gay. They are not simply saying like that one. They're not
Actually,
simply, he also pay respect on you, you know. He said, no, they are think, maybe you try to do something, but if you ask a group of people from, it means you are gay also lah, then there will more to you. It's some kind of like, no, you pick a girl, you know, you date a girl, how you date a girl. It's some kind of like this thing, you know, he treat you as a girl because he interested at you. It's not say, I'm gay, I'm this kind of people. It's some kind of like how you treat a girl. If you interest the girl.
Some people have very bad treatment of girls. That's why they think like all gays will attack man one. Because that man, it's a self-report, you know. When someone tell me, oh, this gay, if there's a gay one, sure attack me one because he's a gay, you know. To me, that tells me, you as a man, if you see a girl, you should attack a girl one. Because same, that's how you see
people. Same, because only different is different than gender, right?
That's just like a fake fear put in like by people. I think that's why this idea that, you know, gay people are out here to attack men like that is I think stupid in the end of the day.
Yeah.
Why do you think they really care about you so much, man? Most of the time, the people who talk this not so handsome also. not really good looking in the first place. Why do you think they want to pick at you or something, tackle you?
Overconfidence, yeah.
Especially guys who say like, oh, you go gym, you must be gay one. You go gym, the gay will attack you one. And the guy is like a fat guy or ugly guy. So, not fat phobia also.
You tell.
I don't want to attack fat people also. I just say the bad people. But yeah, I mean, this whole idea of like the cultural understanding of what is gay in Malaysia is like so interesting to me.
I think because Malaysia is lack of this LGBT group to support this group of people. They also will feel like, if let's say I got some problems, who I go to look for some organization to. I mean, this is to call support lah.
The understanding there is still.
The one thing is because the society is not accepted, but we can find some way, because we cannot go religion. Religion is sorry, you are gay. No religion to help them out. So where they go to for looking for help? This group of people, they are so pity, you know. Even you are gay. Oh, actually I got problems. Who I go to look for?
And people understanding of gay problems also is very lacking, so they can't even help you.
They are just very common people. If let's say the parents also not support, and where will I go to?
Yeah, that's also a reason that. Okay, but we are talking too much about the understanding of Malaysian culture, which we're gonna end it on this episode right now, because this first part we're gonna do a 2-part episode. Because LGBT apparently is such a big topic, we can talk a lot.
Yeah, a lot of things.
So we will break this into 2 parts. So this part 1 is just more about our experiences and why we wanted to talk about it, and we'll go more in depth in terms of like LGBT presence in Malaysia, how the views are in Malaysia in the next episode. So thank you for all of you guys watching, and hopefully you guys
subscribe
and
like.
Or if you are against us, also you can comment how much you hate LGBT.
Don't comment too much, because we will go to delete.
We will delete. Okay. All right. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.